Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. Game 1 of the National League Wild Card Series on the show. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the New York Mets. And we'll be back with the first. And taking the ball for the Mets, Freddie Peralta.
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off. I can promise you that.
That one misses. Ball 3. There's a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Got him. 1 away. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. A little out front there as he swings through it. On the ground to short. Lindor on the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. 2 down, bases empty. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. That's a laser base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Machado off of first with 2 away. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Nick Pivetta. How about a scouting report on him? Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets.
Francisco Lindor.
Lindor swings through that one. Stays alive. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back. Bangs off the wall. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first. Here's Juan Soto. Man at second. Swinging a foul out of play. The 1-2.
The crowd here's been fired up even before the first pitch for this series, and they'll go crazy right here if they can take an early first inning lead.
Runner breaks for third. There's a ball. The throw, tag, and he's out. Fly ball down the line. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. Payoff pitch. Ouch, that one drilled him. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for New York, Bichette. This to third. Throws to first in time. And that is Game 1 of this wild card series. So here's the Padres DH, Miguel Andujar. Out towards right center field. Robert on the move. He's got it. And there's 1 down. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
batting seventh.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Now a quick throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Merrill, the runner at first with 2 gone. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field, bottom half of inning number 2. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. And a 2-1 on the way. And one fouled off. The 2-2 now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Here is Marcus Semien. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. No score here in the second. Ground ball up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one
Ball
missed.
3.
Man at first, 1 away. Semien runs. Fouled off. He was late. Quick move to first. Semien back
he's
in.
safe.
And a payoff pitch. Runner goes again.
Nope,
and it
that's foul.
goes just foul. Runner goes again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Runner on the move again. Got him swinging. Safe at second, and that was not close. So here's Robert now. And that one is lifted in the air. Snags it on the run. That is the inning. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Peralta, the pitch. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Jake Cronenworth now at the plate. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Liner snagged at first.
No, he's safe.
Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play. Here comes Manny Machado. Ground ball right side, and that is that. Back here in Queens, set for the bottom of the third. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Swing and a bouncer. Bogaerts with the throw to first. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning. And next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Here's a 1-1. And he can't make the play. Back to the top of the Mets order. Stepping in the long ball threat, Francisco Lindor. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Saved at second with a stolen base. Runner on the go again. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Checks over to first, back safely.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Lindor on the move. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Man at second. Runner goes again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Pick off move to second. Lindor back in there. 2-2 now. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw bounces in, and he's safe. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game. Now he's challenging a called strike. And that one was indeed a strike. Still one challenge left for them. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
Third baseman, Bo Bichette.
And a 1-1. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. 2 outs and a runner at third here in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series.
Ball, that's inside.
Base hit right field. Scoring is Lindor. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So
swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. He circles the bases, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Now it's Marcus Semien. That smash towards center. And that is that. Game 1 of this wild card series. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ramon Laureano.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's ball 2.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in Game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
2-2. Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's Miguel Andujar. In the air to left center. Soto on his way over. And he makes the catch. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres.
Ball, that's outside.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swings through that one. Laureano on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw.
He's in there. He's safe.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat.
First baseman, Gavin Sheets.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Into center and a base hit. And a man aboard.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it.
Jeremiah Estrada on the pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Next one misses. Ball 3. This one in the air, center field. Merrill should have this one. And there's one away. One out, man at first. And now it's Mark Vientos. The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. So digging in, Tyrone Taylor. Bunt attempt, popped up. 2 down. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Ball
Tough spot
inside.
right here, a couple runners on, 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one is absolutely belted, carrying well, and that one is gone. A 3-run homer, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Ron Marinaccio gets the ball now. So 2 down. Here's Juan Soto. And that's a strike. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Right here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Fought off foul. 2-2 now. Rolled over to third. Throw is low, and he can't hang on. Safe. Man at first. Here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. And ball 4,
Nope.
2 aboard.
Ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
And a strike.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. First and second, no outs here in game 1 of the wild card series. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate in Fernando Tatis Jr. 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Two on, 1 out. And
Ball.
that just misses. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Manny Machado up to the plate.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
Got him swinging. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning, Bo Bichette up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Outside with a breaking ball. Tap foul at the plate. Two now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Marcus Semien, the next to hit. Line drive, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Really good swing right there. You got to pitch the
New pitcher on here, David Morgan. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Next offering is foul back. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Luis Robert.
Ball.
Out towards left center. Merrill settles underneath it. And that'll do it. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres. Luke Weaver takes over on the mound.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Outside low, ball 2.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Got him swinging.
The designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
And that is out of play.
And obviously, a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
Tap back to the mound. To first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. And he swings through that one. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Back here in Queens, well, we go bottom 6. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets.
That's ball 2.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Vientos wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and the strike call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. So he blasts one out the other way, and they add on. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Up the middle. On to first.
You're out.
Just got him. And he was burning up the baseline. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something different as they get a look at some different angles.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Here's a final look at it. They called him out, and I'm thinking it's going to stay that way.
I think you're right, and it was worthy of another look, no doubt, but after seeing these replays, I just think they're going to stay with the original call, just not seeing enough to overturn it.
Here's the decision now, and he is out. So they lose the challenge, and they won't have any more the rest of the way. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Next pitch
that's
is
off the plate.
outside. Ground ball right side. He steps on the bag. Two away. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Kyle Hart. He's into the game with the bases empty. The 1-1.
Ball, that's outside.
And there's a ball. And that's ball four.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Runner at first with two away. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. The 1-1.
Ball, that's down.
Line drive, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And that'll put runners at the corners with two away.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jorge Polanco.
Ball, inside.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Hammered on the line. Base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 9-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And they're all loaded up.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, "Make sure to say hi to Kenny."
That's
Two
a ball.
walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Liner caught at second. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now 9-0. This is the National League Wild Card Series on the show. Top of inning number 7. Stepping in, Gavin Sheets. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. That one
That's
at
a ball.
95 missed up top. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good eye
That's
in
ball
that
3.
spot.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. He
3.
goes down looking. One out man at first. Now Freddie Ferdinand. On the ground right side. Simeon flips it. There's one. Double play.
He's out.
What a clean killing to end the inning. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Wandy Peralta.
Leading off for the Mets, center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Swing and a ball popped up. Cronenworth under it. 1 away. Next to hit, Mark Vientos. To the right side. Fires to first in time. On the ground to third. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Game 1 of this wild card series. We're at the top of the 8th. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Sean Manaea.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one catches the zone. That's strike 2. On the ground right side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Payoff pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Manny Machado.
Ball. That's out.
Way out front for strike 2. Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Taylor going back.
No, foul
there.
ball.
This one lands foul.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Base hit center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner on the go. Pitch
Ball.
misses inside.
He's in there. He's safe.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Man at second. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run homer, and they add to their lead.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hit just popped. Hands came through, nice little wag to it. Carried out nicely.
Bichette up to the dish. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now.
So they turn things over to the righty, Mason Miller. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Jorge Polanco will hit next. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One and two now. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Sheets takes it in for the out. And there's one away. Clips the outside corner. That is strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Ball 2.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the late stages of game 1. And now
Ball
it's 3
3.
and 2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings through it for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 2 down, nobody on. Fastball in for a strike. Now 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Mason Miller the strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the DH for the Padres, Miguel Andujar. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. That one ripped, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, gets a double, and his second hit.
He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double.
Man at second. Laser to the gap, should score the run. That one carried. The run comes in from second, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. And in at second with an RBI double. Here's Bogarts now. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Oscar Brazoban. Ball to strike. Foul ball there. 1 out and a runner at second here in game 1 of the wild card series. Line drive, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. That's a base hit. Run scores. The throw into second. They take the force out. Padres with only 1 out remaining. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Razabon 1 strike away from securing game 1. Lindor whips it to first on the run, and that is the ball game. So the New York Mets off of the right foot here in this wild card series. They take game 1 in front of their home fans.
Yeah, and you could argue there's even more pressure on you as the home team in a 3-game series, but these fans definitely showed up for this one. They had an impact, Boog, and their guys took care of business.
And on the other side of things, it'll be an elimination game in this same atmosphere in game 2, so that will be quite a test to keep their season alive.